What's up guys, it's Kelly and today I've got another swatch review for you. So today we're talking about the Color Club Halo Ice collection for winter 2021. If you've heard of their Halo Hues collection or line of polishes, it's basically their linear holographic polishes. Now they have a twist on it with the Halo Ice. Basically, we just have a holographic explosion of glitter. So if you haven't heard of Color Club before, they are a mainstream nail polish brand that is 3-free, meaning they are free of 3 of the potentially harmful ingredients that are often found in nail polish. They are vegan, meaning they do not use any animal-derived ingredients, and they are cruelty-free, meaning they do not test their products on animals. So like I said, we've got a lot of holographic beauty to go over today. We've got 6 brand new nail polishes, and they're described as being a mix of holographic and iridescence. Although I will say some are more holographic than others, some are definitely on the iridescent side, some are on the holographic side. But before we get into the swatches, I do want to note a little bit about the formula of these. They're very different from what I am used to from Color Club. I would say in general, Color Club has a relatively thin formula. These are a super thick, chunky glitter. They are full coverage. You don't need to sponge them on. You can apply them like normal, but they're just very thick and chunky. And because of that, you definitely want to make sure that you're using a nice gel-like top coat over these. So you'll see in the swatches what I'm talking about. It's nothing that you need to do differently on application. Just wanted to warn you in case you were looking forward to that thin formula. But yeah, we may as well just dive right into the swatches, and then I'll talk a little bit more about pricing, availability, and all that good stuff. So roll the footage. So as always, I'm going to be using base coat underneath all of my swatches just to protect my natural nail and prevent any stains. Today I am using the Cuccio base coat, so I'll link it below. We'll start off with this first shade, which is called Snow Day. Yay! And this one is a silver base that has a really intense linear hollow shimmer running throughout, and then we have a ton of different sizes of holographic hex glitters that are also running throughout. And I think this is the only one that doesn't appear to have any iridescence in it. This one seems to be purely hollow, and I honestly love it. It is so incredibly holographic. This is actually what I'm wearing in the intro and outro. I'm also still wearing it because I just can't bear to take it off. It's really beautiful. I love the chunky glitters within that linear hollow base. It's just like an extra holographic party. Next up, we have the shade Weather Permitting. This one is a champagne gold base. This one does have that iridescent sparkle running throughout, and when you look at it head on, it has a little bit of a pinky tone to it. That's that iridescent shimmer. And then we also have a bunch of different sizes of holographic gold glitters in there, so they're more of like a yellowy gold. And this one was another super gorgeous one. It actually looks a little bit more gold than champagne, which I feel like it looks a little bit more champagne-y on camera. This is definitely a fun one. I really like that iridescence in there. It adds a little something extra to it. Next up, we have the shade Freeze Company, which is actually a really clever name. I didn't even realize it until just now. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I get it. But this one is a really nice icy pink shade. Again, we do have that iridescence running throughout, and this one also looks very pinky head on, but you can see a little bit of gold around the edges. And then we also have these very icy pink holographic larger glitters running throughout. Now, I thought this one was actually going to be a 3-coater, but it ended up giving me really nice coverage on 2, and oh my gosh, another just glitter explosion. These all were. They looked like so much fun on the nails. Like you can see, they're definitely on the chunkier side, but they're just really fun. Next up, we have the shade Say It Ain't Snow, and this one is a very, very icy purple shade. It almost has a bit of a silvery tone to it. Again, we do have that iridescent sparkle running throughout that looks really pinky head on. We also have the larger holographic glitters running throughout, and I think this one and maybe the pink one as well also have a linear holographic sparkle running throughout. There's honestly so much going on in these polishes that it's almost difficult to identify all of the little pieces that make it up, but you can see this one is just another crazy glitter bomb. It's really beautiful. I love all of those larger glitters. I just feel like it really looks like a special occasion kind of polish. Next up, we have the shade License to Chill. This one is a soft, cool blue. This one also has that iridescent shimmer running throughout that looks very pinky. And then we have a subtly holographic blue glitter running throughout. So this was one of the ones, this one and the next one, I felt were not as holographic, definitely more on the iridescent side, but I think that a lot of these blue glitters in here are just metallic and not holographic, because I really wasn't getting too much of that hollow rainbowy sparkle in there. As you can see, really only like 2 of the ones on my nail in this swatch are showing like on the holographic side. There might be a little bit of holographic sparkle running throughout as well, but this one was definitely more on the iridescent side. And finally, we have the shade Super Cool. This one is more of a teal greenish blue kind of shade. This one does have that iridescent shimmer running throughout, and this one actually looks kind of greenish blue head on, and then around the edges it's a little purpley. And then we also have that linear holo running throughout, although it's very subtle. And then we have these sort of teal metallic glitters in there, and these are another one that I don't think all of them are holographic. You can see it just doesn't have that same glitter bomb kind of effect on the nails as the other ones did. And looking at my swatch, I feel like I probably should have gone with a third coat, but in person it looked fully opaque in the second. So here are all of the swatches, and I have to say I really loved these. I think the blue and the teal shades were the most disappointing in terms of amount of holo, but I still think that the finish is really fun. I like those in terms of iridescent, but the rest of them are just a super holographic party on the nails. I think they're just so much fun, and I really love the mix of having both glitter and shimmer in a polish. Like, there's just something fun about having this crazy amount of stuff packed into one polish. And I know a lot of you guys are probably going to ask if they are difficult to remove. They're probably slightly more difficult than regular nail polish, but not as difficult as full coverage glitter. I do have a video on how I remove all of my polishes, including glitter, to make it easier, so I'm going to link that up in the cards. But yeah, definitely a fun collection here. So those are the polishes, and I have to say overall I absolutely love these. I feel like people always think that I don't love chunky nail polishes because I hate the polish Pineapples Have Peelings by OPI, but honestly the reason that I hate that polish isn't because it's chunky, it's everything else about it. I don't like the base color, I don't like that it's a pearl finish, and I hate the color combination, but I feel like this is a chunky polish done right. And I know it's definitely not a style of polish that's for everybody. There's definitely people who strongly dislike this type of polish, but I just feel like there's something so fun about it. It's just very layered. I love being able to see some of those glitters peeking through. I kind of love the thick chunkiness of it. I know I keep saying the word chunky, but it really is a chunky polish. But yeah, I'm wearing them on my nails right now. I totally love this formula. I just think it's a lot of fun. So these polishes are available from HB Beauty Bar, which is a nail polish retailer that I use, and they're the 15 milliliter bottles retail for $10 USD each. You can also use the discount code KELLI to get 22% off your order there, so I'm going to link it down below. I noticed that they are also on the Color Club website, but there they retail for $12 USD, so I'll link that down below if anybody is interested, but you may as well just get a better deal and go with HB Beauty. But yeah, I'm curious to hear everybody else's thoughts on these. Like I said, I know these can be a hit or miss, so let me know if you love them or if you hate them. And if you do love them, let me know which color is your favorite down in the comments. We can chat about it. If you enjoy my swatch and review videos, please give this one a thumbs up. It lets me know I'm doing a good job. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. I put out new videos every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. I'm also doing the occasional Thursday video during the holiday season. And you can find me on Twitch every Friday morning doing a live nail art stream, so I'm going to link that down below as well. Huge shout out to my Cosmic Admirals on Patreon, Amanda M, Braxton Scott, and Rocket Man's daughter. I really appreciate your support, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Today's fun fact question comes from Patreon supporter Stephanie, and Stephanie wants to know, in an old video you said you'd probably wear French tips at your wedding. If you were to get married today, would that still be the case? I don't remember when I said it. I know it was probably a long time ago, but I have to tell you that is still absolutely the case. I just feel like the French manicure, although for some reason a lot of people don't like it or think it's dated, to me I think it's a timeless classic manicure. I just feel like I could go my whole life and always think that that is a timeless manicure. My thoughts on the French manicure have never changed. I've always thought that it looked nice and classy on the nails, so I think that's something that I will definitely go with. And just to take it one step further, I feel like this might disappoint some people, but I do think that when it is time for me to get married, I'm probably gonna want to have a natural hair color. And that's not to say that I think it would be weird to have a crazy hair color. The only problem with it is I just feel like every time I look back at previous hair colors, I'm like, oh, I don't like that color. I don't know why. I feel like the majority of the colors I go back and look at, I'm like, oh no, that wasn't it for me. But then I'll always go back to that color. So like I change my mind constantly, and I just feel like I never want to look at pictures of myself myself during like a wedding or some huge special event in my life and be like, man, I wish my hair was green instead of blue, you know what I mean? So I think I would probably just end up maybe would consider doing like blonde chunk or something like that instead of like a color. Yeah, I don't know, like I feel like I would want to be as neutral as possible, even though I do get very inspired by seeing very colorful wedding stuff and I seem like a person who would really love colorful wedding stuff. I just feel like, I don't know, I just feel like I wouldn't love to do it for myself. But if anybody has had a very colorful wedding, tell me about it below and maybe you can change my mind. Alright, that's it. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!